Mark reviews places, a place I had never been before. SportClips, right? SportClips haircuts. I am here in American Fork, right kind of on the extreme southern end of the Meadows, that development here. So over here is Mr. Mac, and then Paradise Bakery, and then over here is Olive Garden. Whoa, kind of right on the corner. So SportClips in American Fork. I didn't know what to expect. Still not sure how I feel about how long they left it right here, because there's a little puff in it, but really an interesting experience. It was fun. So watch your mailers, the coupon mailers that come out. Occasionally you'll have an ad in there that gives you a free haircut at SportClips, and that's what I came and got. So I can't complain about a free haircut, right? It was for first-time customers, and since I normally go to Great Clips, and I've actually done a review on Great Clips on this channel, this is my first time at SportClips. Didn't really know what to expect. Let me lay it out for you a little bit. I'm not going to go in there because it'd be hard to discreetly make this video, but when you first go in, the seating in there is like courtside seats if you were on a basketball team, kind of the padded folding chairs. There's a big screen TV blasting ESPN, so it's a little too loud for my liking. And some of their products, you check in on some computer terminals at the front. You enter your own name and phone number and email address and whatever, and just kind of type it all in, and then it puts you in order on a screen on the side, so you can see like almost like a scoreboard, your name, and it'll say on deck if you're next in line. So everything is very sports themed. There are fat heads on the wall, and if you're not familiar with fat heads, it's like gigantic stickers of your favorite sports player or a team logo. So inside here, BYU Utah on one side, John Stockton from the Utah Jazz on the other side, and then in the back some football players and stuff. So far not wildly different from some other places I've been, but the TV screen is definitely a difference from like Great Clips, for example. You go back to where all the hair cutting areas are, all the stations. Your stylist cuts your hair just like they normally would. But between you and the person sitting next to you, there's, again, another big flat screen TV blaring the same ESPN broadcast that was airing in the lobby. So if you get the MVP haircut, and that's really what sets these people apart and kind of what they specialize in that no one else does, the MVP haircut, they finish cutting your hair, and at the point where Great Clips would say, okay, thank you for coming in, have a good day, they take you into the back to an area that says showers. This is where, like, I was a little bit uncomfortable because it's kind of like a spa, and kind of conspicuously every stylist in there was an attractive young woman. So I think this place, I'll get to that in a minute, but I think this place attracts a specific kind of clientele. So you go back to the shower area, and it's just the shampoo sinks basically. So you sit down in a chair that starts to vibrate, you lay your head back, and they shampoo your hair, and they use like this mint eucalyptus tea tree oil type thing, so a little bit of a tingling sensation. They put a hot towel around your face and your head, and then they massage your head with that shampoo. So it's like a massaging shampoo. Then they rinse that out, and then they do a second shampoo that doesn't lather as much, and that's the one that tingled even more, with a second hot towel. Then they dry off your head and give you the towel to dry off the rest of the way, and then you go back to the chair that you were originally in the front part, and they'll put some product in your hair and try to style it a little bit. So I usually do my hair a little bit different than this, and I'm still not quite sure about this fluffy thing, but I definitely look cleaner than I did on my review of Guardians of the Galaxy a couple of days ago. So go check that out for your before video, and this is the after. Now, my comment on the clientele, I asked them in there, I said, do you ever get women coming in here? And they're like, well, we don't really style anything, so we don't really have women coming in here very often unless they have kind of like a short pixie cut. And basically, they have a man's haircut. Then they'll come into SportClips, and that makes sense. But what that does is the clientele at SportClips is primarily men, and they advertise themselves, like they gave me a returning customer coupon thing that specifically says, men watch sports, men get haircuts. And that seems to be kind of the idea behind SportClips and what generated that. So the entire time I was there, the only women in there were, again, the young, attractive women that were cutting hair, and everyone else in there was a man. I don't judge too much because I know a lot of people go to get their hair cut without showering, without really getting dressed, whatever, because they plan on taking a shower after. The people walking in were wearing, like, you know, floppy basketball shorts and ratty t-shirts for the most part, or they looked like they were getting ready to go play 18 holes of golf at a golf course. So they're wearing like pressed slacks and a polo shirt. I don't want to knock it too much because the experience was great. It felt great, but it was a little weird. I felt out of place because it's not really my scene. But if you're into that kind of thing, you will love SportClips. The head massage and shampooing was a phenomenal experience, even though it felt a little weird. I'd rather have my wife do something like that than Lex, although she did a fantastic job. So, recommend them for haircuts, recommend them for the spa-like treatment that you'll get, but it is totally different than what you would expect at Great Clips or another haircutting place. And it's a bit pricey. I think it's like $20+, $24, something like that for the MVP treatment. So presumably you could just go get your haircut and not get the shampooing and stuff, but if you're gonna do that, just go to Great Clips. It's about the same. Okay, that's enough. That's pretty long. Subscribe to this channel by clicking over here. And on this side, check out the other videos that I've done. Leave your comments in the section below. Do you like SportClips or Great Clips more? Maybe Fantastic Sam's? Let me know what you think. Thanks.